Hello, hello everyone. It's nice to see you. Let's have some fun. Hey everyone, Vicky here. Let's see what adventures we have to share. Well, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to Storytime with Vicky. It's lovely to have you all here with me. Well then guys, it's our final story of Mug Week. But before we begin, we have a very special shout out. Shout out, guys! I want to say a very special happy birthday to Nova. Nova, you are 3 years old today. 3 years old. Happy birthday, Nova. Happy birthday, my darling. Vicky says, happy birthday! Hope you're well. Hope you're well. Hope you've had a wonderful, wonderful day today. And I know Mummy's made it very special. Very special. Okay then. All right then, guys. Okay, so we're on our final Mog book. And this one's called Mog on Fox Night. Mog on Fox Night. Ooh, what this one's about. And it's written by Judith Kerr and it's published by, I forgot, HarperCollins. Okay then guys, so get your cozy blankets ready and your cuddly toys and we will begin the story together. All right then, Mog on Fox Night. Okay then. Cool, so this is our final Mog book. Our final Mog book. Okay. One day, Mog did not want to eat his supper. It was fish. But Mog always had an egg for breakfast. She thought, why shouldn't I have an egg for supper as well? She looked at her fish. Then she looked at Mrs. Thomas. She made a sad face. Oh dear, said Mrs. Thomas. Perhaps that fish isn't very nice. I'll give her some kitty food, said Nicky. Mog looked at the kitty food. Then she looked at Nicky. She made an even sadder face. I know, said Debbie. She wants an egg. Just then, Mr. Thomas came in from the garden. Mr. Thomas had been putting out the bins for the bin men to take away in the morning. Mr. Thomas did not like doing the bins. He liked it even less when it was snowing outside, and it made him cross. Oh dear. He said, you spoil that cat. That cat has been given 2 suppers and has left them both. She is not to be given an egg as well. Oh dear. In fact, if you give that cat, oh dear, if that cat does not eat every bit of those 2 suppers, she will not get an egg for her breakfast either. Oh dear. And he put the egg back in the fridge. Oh, he is cross, isn't he? Mog was very sad. When the egg went back in the fridge, she was also very cross. She hissed at Mr. Thomas. Then she hissed at the fridge. And then she ran through her cat flap and out into the garden. The garden was very cold. There was snow everywhere. But there was no snow under the dustbins. Mog crept under the bin bag and went to sleep. Likes to sleep, this cat, doesn't he? Debbie and Nicky were sad too when they when they went to bed, Mog never eats anything she doesn't like. Mog never eats anything she doesn't like, said Debbie. She'll never eat that fish and the kitty food. And then she won't get an egg for her breakfast, said Nicky. She'll be so cross. Mog was cross even in her sleep. She had a cross dream. It was a dream about Mr. Thomas. Mr. Thomas had put all the eggs in the world into a bin bag. He wanted to take the bin bag away. Mog tried to stop him. Suddenly she woke up. There was snow all over her. The bin bag had gone. Had Mr. Thomas taken it away? She looked, then she thought, this is too much. First they give me a horrible supper, and now there's a fox in my garden. The fox had made a hole in the bin bag and was pulling things out of it. What is he doing? Thought Mog. Look, the fox is going through the bins. He's hungry, I think. The fox ate one of the things he had pulled out of the bin bag. It was a chicken bone. Then he ate something else. It was a piece of fish. Mog knew that piece of fish. She had left it in the dish the day before. It had not been nice then. She thought, that fox is mad. Then she saw something else. The fox had a little fox. No, he had two little foxes. He was giving them bits to eat as well, out of the bin bag. They're eating spaghetti together. But one of the little foxes only wanted to play. It played in the snow and with a twig. It played with an old tin and it wanted to play with Mog. Look at them playing in the snow. Mog thought, I don't want to play with that little fox. And she ran through her cat flap and back into the house. But the little fox ran after her. Oh no, the fox is in the house now. And the other little fox ran after her first little fox. After the first little fox. And the big fox ran after them both. So they're all inside the house now. Oh goodness. What are they going to do in the house? Mog thought, this is really too much. First they give me a horrible supper, then there's a fox in my garden, and now there are 3 foxes in my kitchen. The foxes liked Mog's kitchen. They liked the sink. They liked the pots and the pans. They liked the kitchen cupboard and the breakfast table and Mog's basket. Uh-oh, they're in Mog's basket now. Mog's not going to be very happy with that. Mog thought, there are too many foxes in here. I'm going. She found a much nicer place and went to sleep. Very early in the morning she woke up. Debbie woke up too. Debbie said, look who's in my bed. Why aren't you in your basket, Mog? Nicky said, I wonder if she's eaten her supper. They went into the kitchen to see. Mog's 2 dishes were empty. She's eaten it, said Nicky. Then she saw something else. Then they saw something else. I don't think it was Mog who ate it, said Debbie. And then they saw the foxes, didn't they, in Mog's bed? Uh-oh. Oh dear. The foxes thought it was time to go home. They ran out of the cat flap. Then they ran off through the garden. It had stopped snowing and it was a lovely day. Look, the sun's come out. It's peeking from behind the fence there. Lovely. And they're all smiling now, so they're all happy. Not sad anymore and not angry anymore. Debbie and Nicky tidied up the kitchen. They tidied up every bit of it. Now you can go back in your basket, Mog, said Nicky. Just then, Mr. and Mrs. Thomas came in. Mr. Thomas looked at the empty dishes. There, he said. What a good cat. I knew Mog would eat his supper in the end. Dear. That is funny. Debbie and Nicky said nothing at all. After all, they thought no one really knew who had eaten Mog's supper. Mog had a lovely egg for breakfast. She was very pleased. Oh, look at that big smile. See? Mog likes her eggs, doesn't she? And Mum and Dad, Mr. and Mrs. Thomas, didn't know there was any foxes in their houses, did they? And the foxes ate the supper, didn't they, instead? And the foxes were pleased too, because now the foxes had full tummies, didn't they? They got to eat something too. Oh, that's nice. See, everyone's happy now. See, I like that story because everyone had a big smile upon their face at the end, didn't they? What a lovely story. That's nice, wasn't it, hey? They all had full tummies and they all had a smile upon their face at the end. What a nice story, eh? Well then, guys, I hope you enjoyed Mog Week. I know I did. There's lovely stories, weren't they? Lovely stories. And thank you, Carrie, for your lovely and generous donations. I really appreciate it. And I really hope that that Nova, you have a wonderful birthday. I hope you had a lovely day. And I hope you have a lovely party too. Okay then, guys, enjoy your weekend and I will see you soon. So thank you all for coming. It's been super fun. Off to bed now until the night is done. Good night to you all. Hope you laughed and had a ball. Snuggle down, it's time for sleep. Close your eyes and count some Z's. Good night, come again. I'll see you next time. That's the end. That's the end. I'll see you guys. Bye. I will see you on Monday. Bye guys. Have a lovely weekend. Bye.